Hello everyone, welcome back to Skill Talk. So in today's video we will be talking about continuous improvement, or maybe some of you heard by its short form name as CI. So let's dive into the tools and technique that make it works. So continuous improvement normally means that we are always looking for ways to do the job better. So we should not worry about that how much big or small change that your suggestion going to bring in the process. So it's always about the making things steady and small improvements that add up over time. So let's say a few examples like how do we do the lubrication, or how we should maintain the storage of the tools. So there is always some scope that we can improve. So these small improvement comes into this continuous improvement process. So now the next question that come to your mind is that, for the why it's necessary, that why we should make this focus on this small kind of changes or small kind of improvement in maintenance. So see, in maintenance normally CI helps us in reducing the breakdowns, or you can say the repetitive breakdowns, or work in a smarter way, or you can also save the cost, you can save the time, you can reduce the incidents and at the site, build a very safe environment of working there, and build a team ownership, or it can be your workplace can be your pride. So when team improves one small thing every week or over time, the whole system changes. So this is what the concept is behind this continuous improvement. So let's do one thing, let's start discussing few techniques that comes under CI, that is continuous improvement. So I believe that most of these techniques has been already heard by you guys in your day-to-day routine activities. So for example, the first technique is known as the Kaizen. So the first method is Kaizen. This is a Japanese word that means change for better. So this change can be small, or this change can be big. So with this Kaizen, every team members suggests any kind of a small improvement. So it's like it can be related to anything, maybe the storage of your tools, or maybe some modification in the inspections, or new tools you want to, or new tools or instrument that you want to add on to your day-to-day maintenance practices. So it's nothing related to any kind of a fancy modification or fancy tool. So it's just an very basic and very small ideas that can come up from the floor, that is even from the normal technician level to the top management. Then these ideas will be applicable or put into the process, or you can say we should take the action on that, and then we should focus on the results. So if you get the positive result, then definitely you can add on this to your day-to-day practice or your daily SOPs. So okay, so let's take one example of the Kaizen, the real lifetime example of the Kaizen. For example, that one of the team let's say example of the lubrication team. Okay, so lubrication team is doing daily greasing of maybe the pumps or the motors. So normally the technicians that they are using, it's the manual grease gun. So let's say that you have suggested one idea to replace this manual grease gun to the hydraulic ones, right? Hydraulic ones, or maybe you have replaced with the auto lubricator. Nowadays I think you heard about this, the auto lubrication. So just you have to put on this lubricator on the motor or the pump that you want to lubricate, and you just top up the grease on that, and you can just fix on the timer there that okay, this amount of grease to be passed on to the motor or the motor bearing or the pump bearing in this much of time span, or this much of days, or this much of working hours. So what will happen, that it will save your overall whatever the improvement that you are going to make, it will save your man hours. Okay, so you can use this same man hours into the another job, and they can become more productive. And it's not only about this saving the man hour, but you also reduce the chances of the contamination of the lubrication. So overall you have also improved the maintenance practice, or also you have contributed somewhat to the increasing the life of the machine, right? So let's move to the second technique, that is the PDCA cycle. So what is this PDCA cycle means? So P means plan, D means do, C means check, and A means act. So it's a very simple method. So for example, let's discuss first point, that is plan. So in the plan, what you will do, you will find a reoccurring problem that results in some kind of failure, or that is directly related to the some kind of a stoppage. So next step is do. So what you will do now here, so first you can plan to replace the belt, right? Because maybe you can think that the belt material is not perfect, or you can also do one thing, maybe there is another reason that the alignment is not perfect, or there can be also reason that the belt tension is not perfect, right? So you will check. Now what you will check, the third step, that you will monitor the results, right? So you will be try with the new belt, right? We will, or maybe it didn't work, right? Again you have the same repetitive failure. So then what you will do, you will try to adjust the belt tension, or you will try to do the proper alignment, right? Let's say this, just we are taking one example. So what you will do, you will monitor the results. So then you will check that did the downtime reduce, or are you succeed in this? So once you have succeed, for example, let's say that you did the proper alignment of this machine, and you get succeed, the breakdown, the frequency has been drastically improved. So what you will do now, since you have already checked it that this system works, this little modification or little improvement that you make, it works. So now the last step, that is act. What is this act? That if it worked, we will standardize it for across all the similar machines. For example, you will make include in your maintenance schedule that each and every annual shutdown, it's mandatory to check the V belt alignment or of such kind of machines, similar kind of machines, or you can you should have to check the proper tension, right? So these small changes will add on and turn into the world-class maintenance, right? So let's move to the third technique that also I think that most of you have heard about, that is 5S. So what is this meaning of 5S? So 5S is a technique that our organization or our workplace that should follow, and which follow the 5S. First S is sort, right? So that means let's take the example of one of the toolkit. So in the first step, what you will do, you will remove the all unused tools, or you can say the junk, or any add-on things that are just lying it from decades, or you can say from years, right? But it's no use. So first of all, we will sort the tools, right? So what will be the second is that we will be set them now in orders, right? So what you will do now, that you will be, whatever the sorted tools that you have, you will be place them in order. Okay, so after that, what we'll do, you will be do the cleaning process, or you can say the shine. That means you will be cleaning and inspect daily that whether the tools are properly organized and at their proper place or not, right? So the cleaning is important. So the fourth step that you will do is 4S is what is standardize. So that means you will use the label, you can use the visual boards, you can use the markers to mark out, for example, this is the place for the spanners, okay, and this is the place for the grease guns, this is the place for the V belts, this is the place for the bearings, right? So in the fourth step, once you did the standardization, then what you will do, you will sustain it. So how you will sustain it, that you will be including this in your routine. Okay, so it's not only any one-time event or something, it should be come to your blood, or you can say it should be come into your routine, right? Now move to the next one, that is known as the RCE. It's also known as the root cause elimination, right? So since I think you remember that in one of our last video, we have already learned about the RCFA. So this RCFA is the same technique that will be used here. So CI will make sure that it should be fixed forever, right? So once you have complete the RCFA, if someone is not don't know about RCFA, please have a look on our last video, right? So after RCFA, what action that we have to take, that will come under the CI, right? That is the root cause elimination. So what action can be there, that we did the training of the team, we add on some inspection points, or we have improved some inspection technique, or we have do some modification that can be related to the change in the design, or we have updated the SOP. So it's not just to fix the failure, but it's related to the improvement of the system to the next level, right? So let's move to the next one. That is nothing, just it's a kind of a culture of improvement, right? It's also known as a culture of improvement. So because see, CI is not a one-man job, right? Because it's a team culture that everybody, it should be in the blood of everyone, right? So every technician, every supervisor should think what can we improve today, right? And they should be writing ideas, and they can track them, or they can celebrate them small wins, right? So this what it will make, build a confidence into the team, into the people. And you should give the credit to them. Okay, once they have solved any kind of a issue, you can put a very small reward in the weekly meetings or the monthly meetings. Okay, so over time what you will do, that you will be building a very strong and the reliable team that trusting each other, right? So let's summarize up everything that what we have learned about the CI tools. So first technique that we have discussed about the Kaizen, that is the small ideas from the team. Next, the second one that we have discussed about the PDCA, so that is try, check and apply improvement. The third one we have discussed about the 5S, right? And the fifth one we have discussed about the root cause elimination, and the last is regarding the culture of improvement. So all these, what benefit we have, what benefit can organization have to by following all these techniques of continuous improvement, is that there will be the higher uptime, right? There will be a lower repair cost, things will be very well organized, less panic among the technicians once you have any breakdown. Why? Because everything is organized, people know very accurate and the right tools they are going to find. So it's very easy to deal with any kind of a sudden situation in a plant, because your people are well trained and things are being managed very perfectly. They know what tool they have to use and where they are going to find it, right? So overall it will increase the confidence of your team, and definitely in your machines too, right? So here we I think comes to the end, and we will be concluding this video. So what is continuous improvement? So continuous improvement isn't about the working harder, it's about working smarter and making small changes that lead to the big results, right? So no need to start with the any big changes. Start with the small, that is the 1 changes per week, and you will see that overall it will be turned into a very good improvement or very good change in your day-to-day life, okay, and day-to-day your working culture. So I think this video gives you a good idea about what the continuous improvement is. So if you like this video, then please like, hit subscribe and share it with your team.